Sagittarius rising, you can't keep running from what you actually feel because May feels like pressure in your relationships. Not chaotic, not explosive, but steady, persistent. Like something keeps coming up over and over again until you finally deal with it. You might try to distract yourself, stay busy, focus on work, keep things light, but it doesn't go away because this month is not about avoiding emotions, it's about facing them. I feel like I need you tried to fight, but you my brain is racing for my heart is racing for clarity. Okay, so before we go deeper, my name is Sky Santana and better known as Aubrey, and I'm here to align you to your highest self, your highest timeline, and your highest potential using astrology and intuitive insight. And I need you to understand something clearly. This reading is based on your rising sign because your rising sign determines your houses. And that's how these transits actually show up in your real life. So this is most accurate for my Sag risings. If you're listening for your sun or your moon, you can still watch, but just know it's not going to hit as specifically as your rising. And this reading is general. If you want your personal chart, your specific timing, your exact situation, and your tea, then book a reading on thealigningsouls.com because that's where we get into you. All right. So kicking off the month, we have the full moon in Scorpio in your 12th house, and the month is literally opening up quiet, but heavy. The full moon is going to hit your 12th house, your subconscious, your hidden emotions, the things that you don't say out loud. And something surfaces, not in a dramatic confrontation, but internally. You might feel emotional out of nowhere, tired for no clear reason, reflective, withdrawn. And the truth is, something that you've been avoiding is coming up. This could be unresolved feelings, something from the past, a situation you never fully processed, and now you can't ignore it. Now, on May 2nd, we have Mercury entering Taurus, right? So instead of dealing with it directly, you're trying to stay busy because your focus now shifts to your 6th house, which is your routine, your work, your responsibilities. And you might think, okay, if I just stay productive, I won't have to deal with this, right? Like you ever have something so heavy just come up and you're like, I don't have the energy or the mental capacity to deal with that right now. Yeah, that's about to be you, okay? But see, here's the thing. Distraction is not resolution. You might notice that you're overworking or you're filling a schedule or you're focusing on tasks instead of feelings. But underneath all of that, that emotion is still there. Now, on May 6th, we have the Pluto going retrograde in your 3rd house. And now you're thinking about things differently. Okay. Your thoughts start looping and you might start noticing repetitive thoughts, over analyzing conversations. Maybe you're questioning what people said or meant, and something clicks. Why do I keep thinking like this? Because this is not about the situation, it's about your mental pattern. Now, on May 16th, we have a new moon in Taurus in your 6th house. Okay. This is where things start shifting. You decide, I need to change how I'm living day to day. And so this new moon is going to hit your 6th house. And now you're more focused on healthier routines, better habits, more structure. But this time is not about avoiding your emotions. It's about creating stability so that you can actually process them. May 17th and 20th, we have a Gemini activation in your 7th house of relationships. So relationships coming into focus, your 7th house is activating, and suddenly everything becomes about other people, connections, one-on-one dynamics. You might feel like, I need to talk about this. I can't keep this in anymore. And this is where conversations happen, real ones. On May 18th, Mars enters Taurus in your 6th house. So now you start taking action. You're no longer just thinking, you're changing your behavior. This looks like setting new routines, being more disciplined, taking control of your day-to-day life. And this helps you feel grounded. Also on May 18th, we have Venus entering Cancer in your 8th house, right? So you're going to start craving intimacy, trust, emotional depth, because now emotionally, you're going deeper. And then you start asking, is this real? Do I feel safe here? And if the answer is no, you start pulling back. Now, by the end of the month, on May 31st, we have a full moon in Sagittarius. So by the end of the month, everything comes back to you because this is full moon is happening in your 1st house. This is your identity, your presence. And suddenly you're feeling clear. You see who you are now, what you want, what you're no longer tolerating. This is your reset. So the final message for you, Sagittarius, is loyal heart. This is your truth. You crave real connection. But here's the catch: you can't run from it, because some of you keep things light to avoid getting hurt. Maybe you avoid commitment to maintain freedom. Maybe you detach when things get too real. But this month is showing you actually want depth. You actually do want loyalty. You actually do want something, dare I say it, but real. And so now the question is, are you ready to show up for it, Sag? So listen, if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, this is hitting, but I don't know what to do next, that's because this is general. This is for all Sag risings, but your life, your chart, your timing, your decisions, that is specific. So if you're serious about building real connections, understanding your path, and actually aligning your life, book your reading on thealigningsouls.com, because at some point, you have to stop running from what you feel, Sag, and start choosing what is real. Get on your shit before shit gets on you.